manufacturers. Automotive, General Motors is our largest customer in North America, followed by Ford. You also have Chrysler, John Deere, Caterpillar, but then a lot of, say, medical manufacturers and other very precision folks. So I'm happy. I live and work in Livingston County. I've worked all over southeast Michigan, and after 9/11, I worked in the state senate. When I came back from my overseas deployment, I worked up in Lansing for a year. Then I went back on voluntary active duty, and I drove from Howell to Mount Clemens for 8 years.
Wow!
Except during deployments I had during that time. So I'm happy to be living and working in Livingston County, and
right.
It's a good place.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we're going to take a break, Derek, and when we come back, if anyone's got phone calls or questions, they can call into the show, 734-822-1600, and you can talk to Steve Williams, Livingston County Commission. We'll see you on the other side.
Hi, I'm Don Haig, co-owner of the Firing Line Gun Range and Gun Shop, located at 33,000 Ford Road, Westland, Michigan. Are you one of our hard, dedicated first responders looking to buy a defensive handgun or tactical rifle? Firing Line has the only first responders discount program in all of southeastern Michigan. We have dedicated contracts with Glock, Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, and Remington that will save you money. How would you like to buy a full-size Glock Gen 4 9mm or 40 caliber with 3 magazines for $399? Who's eligible for these great one-of-a-kind discounts, you ask? First responders are active or retired law enforcement, active or retired firefighters, all active and retired military, active police reserves, EMS personnel, security guards that work for a bonded agency. Stop by the store at 33,000 Ford Road, Westland, or call us at 734-326-7320. That's 734-326-7320. Or visit firinglineguns.com and click on the law enforcement icon.
Created in 1949, Michigan farmers wanted an insurance company that worked as hard as they did. Today, Farm Bureau Insurance works even harder to protect your home and safeguard your loved ones. With agents that live and work right in your community, service is a priority and is always local and always personal. We're here to serve you during life's best moments and when the unexpected happens. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent can help meet your unique insurance needs. From life, home, auto, farm, business, and retirement, you can count on Farm Bureau Insurance to offer you peace of mind and to help you through the toughest times of your life. Michigan is our home, too. Farm Bureau Insurance is the company committed to serving Michigan and only Michigan. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company.
Michigan, my Michigan.
Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company.
Dr. Michael Singleton offers family dentistry you can trust with over 20 years of experience in all areas of dentistry. Multiple ways to enhance your smile, from simple whitening to complete veneers, same-day crowns, laser cavity detection, preventative, restorative, and advanced cosmetic dentistry. It's tomorrow's dentistry today. Open Monday through Saturday at 7 a.m. with late evening hours to fit your schedule. Contact Dr. Michael Singleton at 1081 North Ann Arbor Street in Saline, Michigan, or call 734-429-7415 or visit them on the web at singletonsmiles.com.
Hey, are you looking for a home church or do not have any place physical to worship at right now? Then join WHAM every Sunday morning for WHAM Weekend Worship. At 9:30, it's the Christian Science Sentinel. At 10 o'clock, it's Bethlehem United Church of Christ in Ann Arbor. And at 11 a.m., it's the First Presbyterian Church of Ann Arbor. And at noon, it's the Intersection with Pastor Sean Todd, a church like no other. And then at 12:30, we wrap it up with the Lutheran Hour. So join us here at WHAM Radio or online at whamradio.com.
You're listening to The Drift on Wham Talk 1600. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. Now, back to your host, Gary Wellings.
And welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Catch My Drift. Joining me in studio, Steve Williams, Livingston County Commission. Steve, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so we were talking about Livingston County and all the good parts of Livingston County. Tell me a little bit about the health Because during the break here, you were mentioning something about the health of Livingston County residents.
Well, sure. And one of the things that doesn't get a lot of attention because it doesn't garner so many headlines is our Department of Public Health and what a great job they do supporting folks. And sometimes it's a little invisible, although they have really upped their presence online recently. They've gotten a new person in Chelsea Moxell, who's great at putting out Facebook announcements and emails and letting people know what things are available and how they can prepare and how they can adjust to certain environmental conditions and things like, the virus, the West Nile virus, and what's available for services. And one of the things we're especially proud of as a Board of Commissioners is that in the annual University of Michigan Health Study, where they rank all 83 counties, Livingston typically tends to be first, second, or third. And again, we don't have a major urban area, so we understand that does help us out. But really, we're very proud of that, and that is part of what we facilitate. That we don't really employ a lot of doctors, and we don't, for instance, control the school environments. However, we work with those folks, and we work with the schools. And one of the things the health department's done is create a reserve corps of medical folks. So if we ever do have a major emergency, these folks are already online, already raise their hand to volunteer to come and react to some kind of a major health emergency. And so, again, it's kind of low key. It isn't maybe really sexy, but they do a great job. We have 24 departments altogether in county government, and we're there to support our citizens. And the fact that we're deemed the healthiest county in Michigan often, that's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. And people don't think about it. You don't think about your county health stuff until maybe an emergency or disaster happens, right? I mean, That's the way it is. Sure. But you guys have all that stuff in place and ready to go on a moment's notice, right?
Yep. And they've been very proactive, and they've had some emergency response exercises, mass casualty type exercises and things. And so, those guys and a lot of the county departments deserve a lot of kudos. The Veterans Department has really stepped up their game in the past couple of years, and they've gotten very proactive, and it's good because we live in a state that no longer has any major military installations, and so you have to depend on yourselves a lot of times. We have a great VA hospital in Ann Arbor and in Detroit, and the state under Governor Snyder has worked to help veterans with employment and with health issues and things. But really, little old Livingston County, we don't have anything right there. So our Veterans Department is where people have to go for help, whether they're applying for benefits or applying for grave markers or looking to see what is available. And those folks, they work pretty tirelessly.
Yeah. We had a guest on the show, maybe a month ago now, Joey Eddins, one of my Twitter folks that I converse with, and she's pushing a project called, I think it was G.I. Joey something, and she's working in Pennsylvania with her people and the state Congress in Pennsylvania too. And it's a great program. I'll have to send you the information that she sent me. And it's taking EMTs so that instead of waiting, all these veterans who sometimes have to wait in line and have to have long waiting periods to get into the hospital, the EMTs can go out and do follow-ups and stuff with them after surgeries and things so that they can get help and not have to wait, 90 days to get in to see a doctor, and it's a great program. So I'll send you that information. Maybe you guys can incorporate it there, but it is really a fantastic program.
I would appreciate that.
I think they did something right here in Washtenaw, and I think they're saying they're going to save $50 million over the course of 2 years, which is a lot of money. So,
well, in Livingston County too, we have consolidated EMS service. So we have one ambulance service that serves the entire county, and that was in place even before I became a commissioner. That was one of Commissioner LaBelle's kind of visions, and what they have done is look forward to that as well, where there may be some responses where basically you're not just transporting somebody to the hospital where it's extremely expensive, but you help out if you can on site. In addition, one of the creative things that they did, and that takes place in our new public safety complex, is one of the challenges for returning vets is oftentimes they have to repeat a lot of the training that they have to be employable. So these folks work with Lansing Community College to come up with a program that allows people to get credit for their military experience, and they can become certified and employable that much faster.
Awesome. That's awesome. All right, we're going into a hard break, and when we come back, you can stay for the meat of the show. We're going to do a little international politics.
Sure,
All right.
absolutely.
Awesome. Love to have it. Okay, we'll see you on the other side of the break.
People are always on the move, driving to work, getting the groceries, hauling the kids to practice. How do they keep up to date? They listen to Wham Talk 1600 just like you. If you're a business owner, your message can reach these people wherever their travels take them. People tune to Wham Radio for intelligent conversation with hosts like Thayronax, Glenn Beck, Laura Ingram, Jerry Doyle, and Dana Lash. They stay tuned in for Fox News updates, and they'll stick around for your message as well. Call 734-971-1600 today and advertise your business on Wham Talk 1600 and whamradio.com.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The Democratic presidential ticket makes its debut. Hillary Clinton introducing running mate Tim Kaine to a crowd at a rally in Miami, calling him a progressive who likes to get things done. The Virginia senator coming out swinging against the GOP presidential nominee.
Do you want a you're fired president or a you're hired president?
Calling Trump someone who'll be remembered for
bankrupting companies, shipping jobs overseas, stiffing contractors.
Trump calling the vice presidential pick corrupt Kaine.
Trump still tweets, quote, "Is this the same Kaine that took hundreds of thousands of dollars in gifts while governor of Virginia and didn't get indicted while Bob M. did?"
Fox's Peter Ducey and mourners gathering in Baton Rouge to pay respects to Brad Garofalo, one of 3 officers killed in an ambush-style attack. Fox News, we report, you decide.
It's time now for Wham Talk 1600's Community Calendar with Brandon Drake.
Personalized Nursing Lighthouse, a premier provider of behavioral health care since 1990, is pleased to announce the grand opening of its gender-specific men's detox and residential programs located in Canton. These new programs provide medical and therapeutic addiction treatment services while integrating education about and therapy for trauma. The Lighthouse's detox and residential programs are among the very few, if not the only, gender-specific trauma-informed addiction treatment services offered in Western Wayne County. With the opening of these new programs, the Lighthouse has the full continuum for addiction treatment for both men and women. For more information, call them at 800-467-7654 or visit the Lighthouse's website at pnlh.org. Teens Using Drugs, What to Know and What to Do is a free ongoing 2-part series. Part 1 provides information on how to recognize and understand adolescent substance abuse. Part 2 provides information on what should and should not be done to help when a teen's substance abuse problem is recognized, and concludes with a short talk by a young person in recovery. All presentations are free and open to the public. To learn more, call 734-973-7892 or visit teensusingdrugs.org. To review these events and others, you can always visit Wham's website at www.whamradio.com and click on Community Events.
You've been listening to the Wham Community Calendar. To have your event publicized, email community@whamradio.com or write to Brandon Drake, COWAAM, 4230 Packard Road, Ann Arbor, 48108. Wham Talk 1600. In touch with your community. You're listening to The Drift on Wham Talk 1600. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. Now, back to your host, Gary Wellings.
And welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to catch my drift. Our drift today. We got Steve Williams, Livingston County Commissioner, hanging out with us today, and we talked a little bit about local politics, and now we're going to kind of get into some international stuff and get your take on that. Let's take care of our sponsor this half hour, Burroughs Roadhouse. If you haven't been to Burroughs Roadhouse, make sure you get in there. It's out in Genoa Township. I like to call it West Brighton. 810-227-6000. They've got a lot of great coupons in the Current. Go to thecurrentonline.com. Download it if you haven't gotten it. And just print off the coupons and use them. They have great bands for July, August, and September outside, and some great specials for dinners and lunches. So make sure you get out for a lunch special, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., $5 for a prime Angus burger, which is just a winner. And the steaks are great out there, so make sure you get out. 5311 Brighton Road, and that's 810-227-6000. Open daily till 11 a.m. Open daily at 11 a.m. Okay, I need to get my eyes checked a little.
You know, I like the food out there too.
It's great,
a
isn't it?
great facility, and it's a great outdoor aspect as well. And very enjoyable.
I like the atmosphere there, and it took me a while. And finally, looking at the pictures on the wall, someone gave me the history that Burroughs. It was like a camp from the Burroughs Corporation.
Family Burroughs camp, family camp, where they have the cabins and things, and that was